Hey everyone, welcome back to another power packed session where we decode the world of environmental protocols, conventions, and agreements. Through a crisp bird's eye view, I am Hajira Nasreen, and today we are diving into the global efforts that shape how we protect our planet and its people. Let's start with a big picture question. Why do countries come together to sign protocols and conventions? Because climate change, ozone depletion, and biodiversity loss don't respect borders. These issues are global, and so are the solutions. Aspirants, in this video, I'll be walking you through some of the most important topics for KSET 2025 and other government exams as well. Climate change, global conventions, major COPs, biodiversity protection, and pollution control. I have prepared a set of briefs, exam focused notes with all the key points you need to remember. In the next few minutes, I'll be taking you through each of them clearly, concisely, and with the kind of clarity that helps you score 10 to 15 marks effortlessly. So, dear aspirants, let's get started. In this video, I'll be going I'll be explaining these first two: climate change and global warming, ozone layer protection. See, um, before we dive into this, if you find this helpful, please like, share, and pass it on to your fellow aspirants. Let's make smart learning go viral. Okay, let's get started. Dear aspirants, climate agreements made simple: UNFCCC, Kyoto, Paris, and Doha. Dear aspirants, as you see, climate change and global warming related, right? The first is protocol or convention. And in which year they came into picture, in which place, and what is the main focus or objective. Let's decode some of the most frequently asked environmental protocols: smart, simple, and scoring. These are not just global treaties, they are potential MCQs, short notes, and even speech topics. So let's get exam ready and planet wise. Dear aspirants, UNFCC, this is a favorite question for MCQs. The abbreviation goes like this: United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. This is also a possible question in KSET. Year and place: 1992, 1992, and Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit. What is the objective of this UNFCC? Framework to reduce greenhouse gases, GHG emission. Now, what are the six major greenhouse gases? I'll show you. Okay, on the PPT, I guess. See, these are the six greenhouse gases: carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, hydrofluorocarbons, perfluorocarbons, sulfur hexafluoride. They can ask you which one of the following four options is not a greenhouse gas. Okay, so you should be remember these six gases. The core idea of UNFCCC is to set the stage for future climate change. No binding targets, just a global commitment to act. And next comes the Kyoto Protocol. Kyoto. Kyoto Protocol came into action in 1997 and it's a commitment. Main focus for legally binding targets for developed countries. Kyoto is for developed countries to reduce GHG emission. GHG is greenhouse gases and came into force in 2005. This is also a possible question. And its mechanism leads to carbon trading, clean development mechanism, joint implementation. That is carbon trading, CDM, and joint implementation. These three are the Kyoto's main mechanisms. And the core idea, accountability begins here. Countries had to cut emission based on 1990 levels, but only developed nations were bound. Developing ones were exempted. Our country, India, is developing country, right? So we are exempted from this. And the next favorite topic is Paris Agreement. Paris participation, you can say. The main focus is limit global warming below 2 degrees Celsius. Ideally, it was 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. So it came into force by 2015 at Paris, France. The key concept behind this is nationally determined contributions, NDCs. Each country sets its own climate goals. And the core idea of this Paris Agreement is it's inclusive. Every country, rich or poor, has a role. Okay, it's about ambition, equity, and transparency. This Paris Agreement is ambition, equity, and transparency. And the bonus point is Paris Agreement also emphasizes climate finance, supporting vulnerable nations. These things you have to remember. And the next is Doha, Doha Amendment. See, this named Kyoto Protocol based on the agreement where they did is in Kyoto, the place of that city. So it has become Kyoto Protocol, and they made some agreements in Paris. So they named after Paris Agreement, and this is Doha Amendment. Doha is a place, and it came into force by 2012. And the main focus is extended Kyoto commitments into a second phase, you can say, 2013 to 2020. And the core idea, it kept the momentum alive until Paris took over. And the significance, though transitional, it reinforced the idea that climate action must continue without gaps. So, dear aspirants, see, extended Kyoto Protocol commitments up to 2020. The final takeaway for aspirants is these protocols are more than dates and places, they are global milestones. So, next time you see UNFCCC or Kyoto in your paper, remember UNFCCC is a framework, Kyoto is a binding targets, Paris is a global participation, right? Yes, and Doha is extension bridge. So, dear aspirants, stay smart, stay sustainable, and score high while thinking green. If you like this breakdown, share it with your study circle and let's make climate literacy a trend. Let's move to the next one. That is ozone layer protection. Dear aspirants, we often wonder why movie plots, songs, and character names, even the lyrics stay etched in our minds for years, right? Yet the syllabus we study vanishes within days. What is the secret behind it? The emotional connection and storytelling. When we watch a film, we are immersed, we feel, we visualize, we relate. But when we study protocols and conventions, we often just memorize. So, what if we flip the script? Imagine learning the Montreal Protocol like a thriller that saved the sky, or COP summits as global episodes shaping Earth's future. Yeah? When you study with interest and story retention becomes effortless. And yes, those 10 to 15 marks you will earn them like a pro, not like a parrot. So let's get started. Ozone layer protection. The protocols or convention. First one is Vienna, Montreal, and Kigali. These three are very important for exam point of view. Dear students, Vienna Convention. It came into force by 1985 in the Australia. Abbreviation is VC is all about ozone protection framework. Main focus to protect the ozone layer. Main focus of Vienna is to protect the ozone layer and promote international cooperation on research and monitoring of ozone depletion substances. No binding targets, just a framework convention like UNFCCC for cooperation and scientific data sharing. It laid the foundation for the Montreal Protocol in 1987, which is one of the favorite topics for this KEA and National Testing Agency UGC as well. And the Montreal Protocol is management of ozone. You can say it's a management of ozone. Came into picture by 1989, and its main focus is legally binding agreements to phase out ozone depletion substances, ODS you can say, such as CFCs. Here you can see CFCs, that is chlorofluorocarbons. Chemical composition sources used earlier as refrigerants in ACs or refrigerators, aerosol propellants, foaming agents, cleaning agents for electronics. So either the major impact you can see major cause of ozone layer depletion. Ozone depletion andre I have given, and in Urdu also I have given ozone ki तह में कमी. When released, CFCs reach the stratosphere where UV radiations break them down, releasing chlorine atoms. This is the extra points for you people. HCFCs means hydrochlorofluorocarbons. You can see uses introduced as traditional substances for CFCs in refrigerations, air conditioning, and foam industries. And this is they are still ozone depletion substances and greenhouse gases. The core idea behind it is Action begins here. It's one of the most successful environmental agreements. Almost all countries became parties. And zero financial and technical assistance for developing countries, zero regular amendments and adjustments to strengthen commitments, helped in the healing of the ozone hole over Antarctica. And next is Kigali, that came into force by 2016. The main agenda is keep it cool. You can say Kigali is keep it cool. And hydrofluorocarbons, HFCs, these don't harm ozone but are powerful greenhouse gases. Connects ozone protection with climate action. Gradual reduction of HFCs by over 80% by 2047. This is also an important question in the point of exam. So expected to prevent up to 0.4 degrees Celsius rise in global temperature by the end of the century. So, dear aspirants, these protocols are not just facts, they are global promises. When you study them with clarity and connection, you won't just memorize, you will internalize. And that's why I have created these tables to help you revise like a topper. So don't wait, download, revise, and visualize. Let's make KSET 2025 your breakthrough moment. Study smart, stay focused, and let your preparation reflect your purpose. All the best, dear students. See you in the next video.